We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. It's the ThinkSoJoe Show!
I'm really proud of you. That was impressive.
And your Buffalo Sabres are in first place in the National Hockey League.
How cool is this?
Yes. I am, of course, it's driven the ticket prices up because all you bandwagon jumping motherfuckers.
I feel like I'm guilty of that because I really didn't care about the Sabres until I cared about you like that.
Well, I mean, you go to the games because I go to the games.
But I have fun at the games.
You have fun, and you now know to sit on my right side at the games.
Oh my fucking God.
She doesn't. I know a lot of you out there do this, and I know we're all rational human beings. We all know that our little rituals and whatever don't actually affect the outcome of a hockey game, right? But when I go to the arena, I have to go in the same way. I have to go to the same way when I get up to my level. I have to, she has to be on the right side of me. And I'll tell you, like a couple of seasons ago, maybe last season even, I don't know. Yeah, it was last season actually. I would go in and I'd go to the left and I'd go up the escalator and I'd go up the other escalator and I'd go left again. And the Sabres lost the first couple of games I went to, so the next time I went up the right escalator, and I turned right when I got to the top of when I got to the third level, 300 level, and the Sabres won.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
That's probably
why. But I can't watch the games in the living room. That's another thing that I haven't. I've been in the bedroom watching the games.
Yeah.
I've been, even
pulling up in your bedroom, watching sports.
I would much rather be watching on my 100-inch screen, but if they're going to lose...
It's not as much fun.
It's not fun. Right, exactly. So I would rather go in the bedroom and they've won while I'm in the bedroom. They have not won while I'm in the living room or dining room or anything. So
Okay. I mean, sound logic, I guess.
I'm a rational human. I'm a rational human being. I understand that anything I do is not affecting the outcome of the hockey game, but why take the chance?
Right, because I don't know. These superstitions. It's like you're not even superstitious. You're ritualistic.
Yes.
It's not like you know, like you said, you're logical. You know that it's not gonna change anything, but the ritual is there. It's in place, and you just don't feel right. And you feel responsible if we don't win. Right.
And so we this is the first time we've been on in a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah. I think I wasn't on the last time that you were on because I was.
That's right. Scott was with me.
Star.
Scott was with me the last time. Yeah. So we did talk a little bit about me going to the game. Cameron from Cardboard Homestead, who we're playing a little later on. He was in the same section as us, right? He was just right at the other end of the row.
Opposite end, yeah.
Basically. And yesterday, the only thing that stopped me from buying tickets from a friend of mine who was selling them was, shit, I got to record this book. I don't want to take that much time away from home.
That would have set you back, significantly.
It would have added a couple of hours to just watching the game itself, because I would have had to, we would have had to get there and we would have had to get home. And, so I decided, I'm not going to go, but I saw Cameron from Of Night and Light, not Of Night and Light, the other Cameron. There is more than one Cameron, despite what other people might think.
They're both awesome dudes.
They are. Cameron from Cardboard Homestead posted a picture from the section he was sitting in. He was sitting in section 313, which I happen to know is where my friend has season tickets and
cool.
would have been where we would have been sitting had we gone to the game yesterday.
When we got that section last game that we went to, I really liked it. It was a really good view. Maybe the 200's in the same same area would have been better.
Sure.
But
well,
it was cool.
313 is the exact same view, just on the opposite end of the ice.
Yeah.
Which I prefer the Sabres shoot twice side. And but I would have, for the price she was offering the tickets, I would have taken that easily, because it was way less than what is going on StubHub for last night's game.
What are tickets going for?
Last night was, I think, like $41 a ticket.
Damn, we've been going, like, both of us for $50.
Yeah. So, when she was offering up the $16 tickets, it's like, yeah, okay,
that's so tempting.
Like, I gotta buy these tickets from Kat. Like, and I didn't. And, trying to type my Twitter name and password here while I'm typing. Yeah,
because you were playing WWE.
I was playing WWE. I got my Black Friday deals on my video games.
Well, that's good.
Right, so I've been playing. She says if I need help, if I think sitting on the right and watching in the bedroom helps that team win. Hey, they are in first place in the National Hockey League.
You can't argue with results.
There we go. That's better. Now I can see.
Yeah, I'm short. We can put the mic stand down low. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's nice that you mounted this mic stand so that I have room for my beverage now.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
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 I see some cookies over in the corner.
There are cookies in the corner.
What kind you got over there?
These are brownie cookies.
Well, I know that you have the brownie cookies. Today was my first time making brownie cookies.
These might be the...
those are crushed oatmeal peanut butter, maybe.
That might be correct.
Yep. That's oatmeal peanut butter. Yeah, these are stale. I don't even have to. These are old cookies. I haven't made these in a while. Probably just throw them out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
But yeah, I got cookies. Right. Cookies. Tell them what Scott did for you.
Holy shit! Like, I don't even believe that Scott did this for me. He messages me and he's like, "Hey, I love you, right?" And I was like, "What does he need?" Like, of course, I don't mind helping Scott out if he needs something, but he was like, "Nothing. I just did a thing," and he sends me a link. And it's karinascookies.com. He got me the domain name for a year. That was like the nicest thing. And he said that he's happy for me and proud of me. And it meant so much because I love the boss man.
Reminds me, I think I need to renew one of my domains like Friday.
Okay. Do you want me to put that on a list somewhere?
No, I'm sure I'll get an email reminder.
Oh, okay.
It's probably in there now. There's 57 unread emails. So.
Oh, you'll get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of them are probably junk.
Why are we not following Nick Landers? Hi, Nick
Landers.
Landers. The ThinkSoJoe Show is now following you.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
So it's
if it makes you feel any better, if you're listening, Nick, the other suggested follows for the ThinkSoJoe Show are the Buffalo Sabres, the Keybank Center, and Rob Ray. So
who's Rob Ray?
Rob, get out. Just go.
No, tell me.
Rob Ray is one of the most prolific fighters in the history of the National Hockey League.
Oh.
He's also one of our broadcasters right now.
Oh, well, I don't watch the games unless I'm at the games, in which case you don't hear the broadcasters. So, there.
He's the guy you see running from in between the benches to the, back where the ice crew comes out in between periods, because he's got to go do something else.
Have I told you that the ice crew is my favorite part?
Yes, you have.
Is the Zambonis, is that part of the ice crew, or is that different? Because I look at them as all one unit, but I don't know very much.
I would imagine that's all, tied in together.
One team, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the same guys that shovel the ice, maybe they're driving the Zambonis.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You guys know for $50 you can ride the Zamboni?
So you know what I want for my birthday.
So you didn't get it for me for my birthday, and we were there.
Well.
Mark says, she doesn't know Rob Ray, be gone.
What?
Yeah.
You know
what?
You
have to, you live in Buffalo, you have to know, you have to know Jim Kelly, right?
I know who Jim Kelly is.
Okay, you have to know who Pat LaFontaine is.
I don't know who he is. I'm sorry.
We need to educate you. Anyway.
I focus on other things. It's just not.
And you have to know who Dominic Hasek was.
I know who he is.
And you have to know who Rob Ray is.
Okay, well now I know.
Okay, so now.
Thank you for the education.
You still don't know, so we're gonna have to.
Okay, well, we'll watch a documentary or some shit like that.
We'll watch one of those sports rules YouTube videos I watch where they tell you about, hey, this is why this rule exists. Like the rule about having to have your jersey strapped down at all times when playing hockey.
You've explained that to me before.
I have explained that to you. That is the Rob Ray rule.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've told me about that before.
Right, because...
You know what? There's so many fucking names and numbers and shit that it gets very overwhelming. I'm trying here.
You have Razor, who used to his strategy when he would get into fights, which was literally every game, was to basically get his shirt off so that the other guy had nothing to grab onto,
right,
and couldn't like pull it over his head or nothing. So he'd make sure the jersey came right off, and he would, then proceed to grab the jersey of the other guy and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll watch some YouTube.
Yeah.
Something that we do.
The rumor was that Razor would sew his pads into his jersey so that the pads and jersey would just slide right off.
Oh, that's really funny.
Mark wants to know if you know who the sexiest Saber is, his future husband.
I do not. Please educate me and send me a picture of his ass.
We got some asses here. We got this one was from earlier.
I know he says that one's a 9. I mean, that is a nice ass, but the foliage is more impressive.
Yes.
That foliage is an 11, Mark.
And then there's this one. He's wearing shorts.
He's wearing shorts.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that is, like, very teasing right there, I guess. It's like his jockstrap is showing from underneath his shorts, his booty shorts. Indeed
they are. Indeed it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have shorts like that I wear in the summertime.
Yeah?
Yeah. You've seen them.
Yes, I have. I do not have shorts like that I wear in the summertime.
No.
No.
You do have some underpants with big old holes in them, though, and for Christmas, expect some underpants.
Mark says Jason Pominville is the sexiest Saber.
Okay. I don't know what he looks like, but I know that he's one of the, well, they're all good players right now, but I know that he's good. And it was just like his 1000th game or some shit like that, right?
Something like that, yeah. There you go. There's
He's not really that sexy. Like, he's not deformed like you might be if you're a hockey player.
See if we could find a picture from his rookie year with that hair he used to have. Not that one. That one. There we go.
Oh my God, it's Justin Timberlake
He's
hair.
got the Justin Timberlake hair going back back in 2012 there.
That was nice. I like that hair. He's like an 8 with that hair. The new hair. What are pretzel M&Ms?
Pretzel M&Ms are the best thing ever.
They're an M&M with, instead of a peanut inside, they have a little pretzel. They're going in my cookies that I'm making right now. The dough's chilling. They're going to be peanut butter, chocolate chip, and then when I take them out of the oven, I'm going to stick some pretzel M&Ms in those bitches, and it's going to be good. So I'm sorry I'm taking your pretzel M&Ms.
So I don't think we actually mentioned pretzel M&Ms, so that's an interesting...
So Laura must be following me on Facebook.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Does she have another name?
I don't know what she goes by. I know she goes by Laura Moore. I know what her real name I think is.
Well,
but I'm not gonna
out her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to her.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you'll have to go through my page and see if any of the people that are following it look familiar.
Maybe.
I
don't know if that's a thing I could do.
Well, you can do it through my my page. Or
no,
my
I don't know if you can see your followers on your page.
You can.
Okay. I don't know. I never paid that much attention to it.
I think. Actually, I don't think I have any followers. I think I only have likes. I don't know the difference.
Well, right. But
no, I mean, I don't. There's a difference. I don't know what the difference is. I have no followers. I have like a lot of likes.
So we were giving away cookies with our contest a couple of weeks ago.
We were, and
the gentleman, I tagged him, and he apparently didn't get tagged. I don't know, and I haven't heard from him. So
should we pick another winner?
Maybe we'll have to pick another winner. I don't know.
Or should we just, void that contest and do another contest this week?
I did tag the guy, so I don't know. But it's not coming up as tagged.
Wasn't that him, BJ?
No, that was BD.
Oh.
Oh, there's the guy. That's weird. I don't know.
Because he's not your friend, you probably can't tag him.
But I did tag him.
Weird.
Yeah, and he's not.
Did you message him?
I did not message him.
Message him. I can't do it because I can't. You do it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make the cookies.
Right.
But yeah, so I sold cookies at a show this past weekend on Sunday, and it was really, really fun. It was an FTMP show. It was 3 Green and Sus, who, like, knocked my socks off, you know. I wish that I had, like, disposable money and not just cookie money, because they have some really sweet tie-dye t-shirts with logos. Like, no two shirts are the same. They're $15, which, I mean, they're hand tie-dyed and, like, they make them. So I don't blame them for charging $15.
Right.
But if it had been $10, I would have been like, okay, I can get this today. But then instead I had to say, okay, I'll get a sticker and some pins, and when's your next show that I can get your t-shirt, you know? So, anyways, they were really good. Who else played? The Sands. I feel like the Sands didn't play.
No,
Tiger the Lion. They were really, really good. Like, really good. Like, groovy. And then Take Two, which was the touring band. They were really good, too. But everyone was like, you know, Stamp says sections. Like, there's the bar area and there's the venue area. And everybody, like, drifted to the bar while Take Two was playing, and I felt really bad. But, like, everyone was into it and listening and everything. They were just filling their drinks and standing out there instead of in the concert area. So, like, I felt bad because it seemed like no one was watching them, but they really were, you know. So, I don't know, it was really fun, and there was a pretty decent turnout, and the people that went were, you know, awesome people. Ashton was there. Cam from Of Night and Light was working. Greg Burt was there. It wasn't Jen at the bar, and it wasn't Chuck at the sound booth, but the people there were pretty cool. What is that butt? That butt is like a 15 because there's a lot of it.
So I've got the Take Two Facebook page up, and I'm hesitant to like their page because they are right now at an even 500 people who like the page.
Oh, that's a conundrum.
I don't want to disrupt the balance.
You can be the one that puts them over 500.
This is
and
true.
That's something in itself.
They're from Corning.
I love Corning.
Not super far from here, but
no, just a few hours, and it's a nice drive. I really miss driving.
Those guys were really good. I really enjoyed their set.
Yeah. They were fun. They had a lot of energy, even though no one was, like, up in their space. I don't know. Excuse me. It was a good lineup. It really, the show flowed. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so gassy. I haven't had any Pepsi today. Sorry, everybody. So my mom listens to the show now.
Yeah?
And my mom she babysits a 4-year-old, and she's, like, helping get him ready for school and shit like that. So she, like, you know, she's helping teach him manners. And they're at a point where they're saying, excuse me, when we fart and we burp. Well, when I fart and burp, I, like, go for a high five. So I'm having to watch myself. And this is a chore. But you know what I did for this kid? I made his Christmas present today and yesterday. I took an iced tea powder container, and I made and decorated a drum. And I'm going to send it home with his parents, and they're going to love me for it.
There you go, Take Two. You're over 500 now.
Over 500.
I was hesitant because it's like, that looks so nice, that nice even 500. It's like if a band has like 666 followers, you can't follow them.
That one's different. Over 500, that's an accomplishment. Being 667, that's like...
Yeah. Right.
So, I don't know. There's a lot of shows coming up this week. You know, I reach out on Facebook and ask the people that I know, what's going on. And, we don't share the events unless, you share your link and information with me. So you guys can do that any week. Even if I forget to put the post up, just message me and send me a link.
Sure. I've got a thing to promote too, but it's in my other pants.
Yeah.
So I will get it during the song break.
So, friends of the show, Reggie Childs and Days Ago, are going to be at Mr. Goodbar in the attic Friday the 30th. So that's this coming Friday.
I do believe they said they were downstairs.
The Facebook page said upstairs, so do you want to pull that up really fast?
Sure.
It starts at 10 p.m. Doors are at 9. $5 at the door, and if you want pre-sale tickets, they're available for $3, which is a fucking steal. I don't know everybody that you can get those from, but I know that you can get them from TJ Cut-A-Jar.
They are downstairs.
They are downstairs?
That's according to a post on their page.
Okay.
So.
I thought that in the description it said upstairs. Yeah. But you know what? Show up at Good Bar. You'll figure it out. Just know that there's an upstairs, too.
Or come see them at a good venue a week later.
And they're both going to be there, so that's going to be really cool. They're going to be at the All WNY Ska Christmas show. Proceeds to benefit the Priscilla Project.
There we go.
And we have a wish list up on the event page, which you can get to through All WNY's Facebook page. There's a wish list to help high-risk pregnancies and childbirths for refugees that are in need of help. So baby supplies, things like diapers, baby wipes, baby blankets, onesies, stuff like that will be accepted at the door. And if you bring a donation, you will get in for free. Otherwise, it is $5. But it's only $5 at Good Bar Friday. And then this is not a concert, but this is pretty freaking cool. Silas Jude, mind reader, mentalist, and psychic entertainer, Friday the 30th at the Patchwork Theater of Niagara in the Knack. Let's see, it's doors. Doors are at 7:30. The show starts promptly at 8 p.m. This is not a rock show. You cannot come for just the set that you want to go to. You have to be there for the whole show. It's only $10, and you can get tickets through brown paper tickets. And they say, don't be surprised when you're speechless. So that seems pretty cool. If it wasn't in Niagara Falls, that's something that I would be interested in, but I don't make it out there very often. Not anymore.
Why would you?
Well, because shit like this happens there. And, Rosie has her Niagara Falls public pianos and everything. I mean, they're put away now.
Right.
But they really spice up the atmosphere down there. There's a budding artistic community. I mean, there is an established artistic community, but it's nice to see budding projects like her public piano project. And then we have Radio Static with Strange Standard and Jungle Steve, December 1st in the attic at Mr. Goodbar. I'm pretty sure this one is actually in the attic. It starts at 8 p.m. and it's $5. So that's Saturday. And we're checking to make sure because two venues in one building can get confusing.
Especially when no one knows about one of them.
Right. Well, hopefully they know now. And it doesn't even say, does it?
In the attic upstairs. Yes.
Okay. And then tomorrow we have, and I'm trying to make it out to this. And if I make it out, I am going to contribute some cookies because this is the Thanksgiving acoustic, I don't know how they worded it, but the Thanksgiving acoustic show. It's going to be featuring an acoustic set by Cardboard Homestead. It also happens to be Ian's birthday. Ian from Cardboard Homestead. So that's pretty fucking cool. Go out, have a soda with him because he doesn't really drink anymore. Bring a dish to pass. It's going to be like potluck style. It's going to be cool and it's free. So hopefully I see you out there. Hopefully I can get out there and hopefully you can get out there.
Free is my favorite 4-letter F word.
Is it? Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Followed by food.
I like where your head is. And if there's free food, then what?
Ooh, yeah.
Then what?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be bringing, if I make it out there, which hopefully I do. I'm gonna be bringing some cookies to contribute to the potluck. And then, Digital Afterlife playing today. I don't know what time that starts. It probably already started or starts within an hour. It's going to be Digital Afterlife, The Impurity, Yellow Sauce, and Wait for Tomorrow. And that's at Stamps.
I literally just followed Yellow Sauce on Twitter from the ThinkSoJoe Show account.
What you're slacking.
Apparently I am.
Do you only do the Twitter account during the broadcast?
Yes.
Oh, you should probably check it intermittently. It's just a thought.
Oh, that's the Boba Flex show tonight.
What? Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's Digital Afterlife, The Impurity, Yellow Sauce, and Wait for Tomorrow.
I didn't. How did I not see Boba Flex like right at the top of that fucking whatever, Karina?
I mean, the page is called Boba Flex.
Maybe there were 2 event pages made. Maybe.
Probably. You know how that happens.
Yeah, it does, because every band sometimes thinks that they need to make an event page, and it's just like, okay, guys, you're sharing.
But it's today. The doors opened half an hour ago.
Okay, they probably will start music within an hour then.
Sure. There's only 100 tickets available total, 12 pre-sale, so you're late for that. $15 day of show, 18 plus with ID. No ID, no entry.
Which seems to be the rules everywhere.
Sure.
Even if you're 34 and you forget your ID, you have to go back to the car or where.
I mean,
look, the braids.
I think if we went to Stamps, I think we'd probably be able to leave the IDs home. But that's because, they know us.
They do know us. It's like our Cheers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Only we don't drink.
Right.
I mean, I'll have a drink here and there. I almost had a cocktail the last time I was at Stamps, but instead I just had pineapple juice. I held the rum. I didn't.
Ashton was offering to buy me a Pepsi, and I'm like, dude, I can't drink bar Pepsi, dude.
I know. Like, we always bring our own Pepsi to Stamps.
So I was telling him, like, the one time we were there, I went and I walked over to 7-Eleven, and I bought you and I both 1 liter Pepsis, or 1 1/4 liter, or whatever the fuck they are these days. They used to have like 1.5 liter Pepsis.
Yeah.
Now they have 1 1/4 liter Pepsis.
They're really pushing it.
Like these bottles, these 6-pack bottles.
The 18, it was 18 ounce?
They're 16.9 ounce. They used to be 24 ounce bottles.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous. They're really trying to. No, it did not spin.
It did.
The picture.
You spin me right round, baby. Right.
The little merry-go-round thing that Lady Laura Moore sent me the picture of. It did not spin. It was broken.
The first time that my sister broke her arm, it was on one of those fucking things. Seriously, my sister was like helping my little cousin on or off of the merry-go-round, and then my like same age as us cousin spun the thing, and my sister wasn't all the way on or off, so she fell and she caught herself and she broke her arm. It was at a family reunion. It was crazy.
By the way, fun fact, if you shot one of those things, the bullet wouldn't make it spin.
Did you learn that on Mythbusters?
How did you guess?
Because you've been binge watching Mythbusters.
I have indeed.
I didn't know that was a myth, that if you shot one of those, they would spin.
It came from a movie.
What movie was that?
I have no idea.
I'm sure
I wasn't
it's not
paying
one
that
you
much
saw.
attention. It was definitely not one I saw. But the guy was like trying to rescue a baby or something, and he shot the thing to make it spin. So the guy trying to shoot the baby, or what the fuck ever, I don't know, some stupid shit like that.
Maybe if you put a baby on the merry-go-round and shot it.
Was that Home Alone 5? Maybe that was Home Alone 5. Was that Home Alone 5?
I kind of want to watch Home Alone 5 with all the talk that we have of Home Alone 5. I don't think I've seen it. I have to experience it.
That would be my guess as to what Home Alone 5, like my best guess as to what Home Alone 5 was, because, Lady Laura Moore says it's the best movie of all time, and so, which means it would have to surpass the original Home Alone and Home Alone 2, which I don't see that happening.
I understand. I forgot an event. I forgot.
Go on.
Okay. December 2nd, which is Sunday, at Mohawk Place. Astrabula CD release with Among the Wolves, Max Dolden, and Milo Dunn. I'm going to be there with cookies. So bring your singles to tip the bartender and to buy cookies.
And fun fact for you guys, I won't be there, so.
Yeah, because the child will be here.
Yeah.
But that is $8 pre-sale, $10 day of show, 18 plus. Doors are at 6.
We are severely undercharging for our stamp shows.
I don't feel like we are.
I mean, the last show we went to was $8. I didn't realize those guys were, like, supposed to be a bigger band or something, right?
Take Two?
Take Two, yeah.
Well, they're touring. I don't know if they're bigger.
Yeah.
They were good.
They didn't headline. They were like the second band or first band.
Yeah. No, they were like I think they were the third band, weren't they?
I don't know. I was there when they played.
Yeah, so they were second or third.
Oh, jeez. That picture is Austin Goldberg.
Oh.
Who has previously co-hosted the show with me.
Is he that dude with the pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, guy. I make pizza too.
Well, Laura wants to know when he's returning. That's where the photo came up. Well, she wants Andrew back.
Is he in a band?
No.
What does he do?
He was in a band, and now he's...
Is there anything that he can talk about with us?
I'm sure he could come up with something. He's good friends with those dudes in Final Decline.
Okay.
But I know Laura wants Andrew back, and Andrew is coming back at some point.
We just don't know when?
We don't know when. We're just waiting to find out. And she also wants Lexi back.
Oh.
And Lexi's working on an album right now.
Oh, so we'll have stuff to talk to her about.
And she is looking to come back on the show as soon as she's done with that.
That's excellent.
But meanwhile, we're going to play some music here.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. Sid the Kidd just had an album release party this past Saturday.
Sure.
And it was at the house venue, the Bronze, I think it is called. And, I didn't make it, of course, because I miss everything. And, but she played with Sus the next day at Stamps. Excuse me, I farted. Where I was. And she brought a CD for me. So I traded her some dollars and some cookies for a CD, which made me really happy and made her really happy. And, I listened to it on loop all night that night, all day the next day. It's just, I've listened to it at least like 3 times a day since then. I cannot get enough. So
I heard it the next day. I wasn't home that night. So I heard it when I, that's correct. You are
I was
right.
at my mom's.
That's right.
I probably kept the whole house awake.
Probably.
Playing her awesome music. And I woke up because I was like, what is that loud music? And I was like, oh, it's actually not, is it loud? I don't know. You get used to it and you're like, I can't tell if this is loud.
Yeah.
I think I got up and went to the bathroom and I was like, oh my gosh, you can hear the music. I'm keeping everyone awake. I have to turn it down. But it's so good. You guys, just wait, guys. Just wait a couple seconds.
This song's called Declaring War on all WMI ThinkSoJoe Show.
trust and there's no need to fight, but the idea of loving me meant facing insecurities. See your reflection so threatening. I just became the enemy. Oh, I became the enemy. You set your sights on me. Oh, I am the enemy. Oh, I am the enemy. And so the war was on, and so the war was on, and so the war was on, and the war was on. Oh, babe. And the war was on. And the war is
Sid the Kidd on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
Her voice just makes me feel things.
So I grabbed this flyer that I'm supposed to, I promised I would plug this, and I was told that, oh, you know what, there's a little logo on here, and I can't read what the logo is, and I'm sure that's probably what the charity is.
Oh my God, that's so tiny.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably what the charity is.
Yeah, it's probably what the charity is, because I see angel wings and I see a puppy treat or bone.
Yeah, I can't read this
Well,
thing.
Ashton, if you're listening...
Yeah, shoot us a message if you're listening live, and we'll figure it out from there. But this is December 7th, 8 to 11 p.m. It is an ugly sweater party and beer bash at Vinny's Sports Bar, 2704 Clinton Street in West Seneca. $20 at the door gets you unlimited drinks, and the proceeds go to some kind of
dog rescue organization.
Something like that. I can't see. I don't know what it is from the flyer.
But our buddy Ashton has something to do with this show, and he's pretty passionate about his doggos. Yeah, I see Flitzer on the luggage. So come out, and I mean, if you're a drinker, $20 to drink all night is a really good deal. And I love ugly Christmas parties, ugly Christmas sweater parties. You know how I am about dressing up for the holidays.
Yes, absolutely.
Any excuse to dress like an asshole.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's snowing. Let's dress like an asshole. What's there?
The silver lining for pit bulls. I don't know if it's all the proceeds or what, but the silver lining for pit bulls is the charity that goes to.
There you go.
So that's something.
Cool. Yeah.
I had to
pit bulls are my favorite dogs. So.
See, those aren't paws. It's a bone going through the cloud there that the wings are.
That's what I said. It was a dog treat.
Oh, okay. I thought you said.
And angel wings.
But yes, so that's December 7th. That's at Vinny's Sports Bar.
What day is the 7th?
I believe that is.
I will look.
It's Friday because we're.
It is Friday.
That's next Friday, and that's at 2704 Clinton Street in West Seneca at Vinny's Sports Bar. An ugly sweater party and beer bash, $20. Get you unlimited drinks.
Great.
Not bad.
No.
Not a bad deal. Nobody's got it listed anywhere on Facebook.
That sucks. I hope it still does well.
Hopefully, somebody will listen to this and be like, hey, we need to go to this thing and help out the puppies or whatever.
Pit bulls. The best dogs of them all. I really don't. It's not that I don't care for dogs. It's that I don't get dogs. I grew up with cats. I had friends with dogs, and I kind of just didn't really go near the dogs. I can sit on the couch with the cat, but I can't, roll around on the floor with the dogs. I just don't get dogs that way. I seem to violate their personal space, and they seem to violate mine. It's just, I don't...
Like our cats don't do that.
Our cat... Okay, guys. All right, so there's 7 fucking cats, okay? 2 girls, neither of which are fixed. 5 boys, 3 of which are not fixed, 2 of which are fixed. The 3 boys that are not fixed like to mark everything their territory, like a territorial dog or something. I don't even know if dogs do that. because I've never had a dog. And we have the two girls who are both, this has not happened since I've been here. They are both in heat right now. And holy shit, like, I can't even sleep. These girls are, and they're, like, super affectionate. These girls want nothing to do with us when they're not in heat. But they are, like, yeah, that's a tan line.
Yeah, we don't like tan lines.
Is that Michael Phelps?
I don't know.
That's the only swimmer that I know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He looks like he has a wedgie. I kind of want to pick it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I feel like he couldn't be too dirty for me to pick his wedgie because he's been in the pool. But it also depends on how deep that wedgie's in there.
Right.
Do you think it's a wedgie or do you think it's a thong?
I think it's a thong. Well, no, I think it might be a wedgie because the other guys...
It might be a wedgie. It doesn't look like everyone's showing that much cheek.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's just really comfortable with his surroundings.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That's a good one. Thanks for that.
That one came from Laura, not from
I know. That's why I said thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, the two girls keep you up at night.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound like quite as bad of a problem.
They're like all up in your face.
Oh my God.
All night, like
they're like, I'll finally freaking fall asleep, and all of a sudden I'll hear brr, brr, and I'll open my eyes, and Reese's ass is in my face, and it's like, you know what? You don't like me.
I came to bed last night after I finished this audiobook, and when I got I laid down, I put my arm around you, and then Reese is laying on top of you on my arm. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, the one good thing is that you don't need as many blankets. You know? You're sending it to Mark? I didn't know you could. Oh, I guess I never Twitter, so
I don't imagine this. I hope this goes through.
It seems to.
I guess so. It's just the image. So there you go, Mark.
One of these days, Mark, check your inbox.
Rate this ass.
It's a picture of Scott.
Yeah, so anyway.
That's my favorite ass.
Mark gave that ass a thumbs up. The previous
the
ass.
wedgie ass.
Yeah, the wedgie ass, not the Scott Leffler face.
Mark, what do you think? Is that a wedgie or is that a thong? A sports thong? Do they make sports thongs?
No,
that doesn't seem very sportsmanlike.
I think that's a Speedo. He just kind of wedged up his own ass.
His tan line is probably where his Speedo usually sits.
It's just a picture of Scott's face, Mark.
He's excited. Scott. Is it the front?
Yeah. You know what? You were here at on the last show because it was the week after Scott.
Oh, okay.
And we had explained why Mark had sent a
dick pic.
A dick pic.
It wasn't Mark's dick pic, guys.
Right.
There was just a dick in the pic. It wasn't like zoomed in on the dick.
Right.
There was a face with the dick.
It was a naked dude from the front.
Yeah.
And that's because Scott asked for it.
Scott. You did this to yourself.
Yeah, only his face, Mark. Scott's just wandering around all day singing "Built This Pool" by Blink-182. You're looking at me like, what's Built This?
I don't really know Blink-182.
So like
that.
The thing about it is, if I actually explain it, it might violate copyright because it's the entire song.
Is it the the one that's all the swear words?
No.
Oh.
That's Family Reunion.
Just play it for me.
Yeah, well, I will explain it. It's basically the words are, "I want to see some naked dudes. That's why I built this pool." That's Scott every day. Just walks around singing that song all day.
Well, we have this that we can talk about. So we talked about
Mad Libs ain't nothing to fuck with.
Mad Libs ain't nothing to fuck with. So we got Wu-Tang Mad Libs. The thing is, you have to know the difference between a verb and a noun and an adjective and shit like that. So.
I just get paid to read. I don't get paid to decipher the shit.
Right. Well, over the course of the next week, we're going to do a Mad Libs together, guys. Go to the ThinkSoJoe Facebook page.
Sure.
And I'm going to call for some words. This one that I'm looking at now calls for a place, an adjective, a plural noun, a plural animal, an adverb. I'm not too sure what adverbs are. An adjective, a number, 3 nouns in a row, a verb, a part of the body, and another verb. So, you guys, have fun with this. This is going to be great. And then we'll read it next week with your answers in there.
And I will read it in the straightest way possible.
Oh, my God. Do it like Ben Stein.
Oh, God. I don't know if I could do it that straight.
So, I think we're going to do...
I am all for just doing, like, straight up, like, straight-laced voiceovers right now because I just did an entire 14-character play.
I know. You were 14 characters, and they were characters, both men and women, correct?
This is true, yes.
So, falling asleep the last couple nights. I have been hearing you and, like, turning the TV down because I am hearing him through the walls doing all these different voices and getting so into it. I'm like, wow, that sounds exhausting. I'm going to go to bed.
But I set a goal for myself for times to have those done. So I was like, Act 2, I want to get done by like 6 p.m. No, by 3 p.m.
Right.
And then I was going to do some other voice stuff in between. And then I ended up, you were in bed when I was done with Act 2. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, we cuddled for a minute with the cats.
And then I woke up in time to watch the Sabres game.
Just in time.
And so I watched the Sabres game. And
in the bedroom, because that's where they win.
And they won. Jeff Skinner with the overtime winner. And then I came in here and recorded the stuff I wanted to get done by 6 o'clock, but didn't.
Yeah.
And then I recorded Act 3, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed after I watch some YouTube. And then I'm watching YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Let me do some editing while I'm watching.
Oh, geez.
So I did a little bit of editing.
For the book or for other stuff?
For the book.
Okay.
And I finally came to bed at like 4 o'clock.
And then I woke up around 4:45.
Yeah.
No, I slept in today. I slept in until 5:45.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a treat. It was a treat indeed.
Yeah, like Brian could ever replace me. Brian's far too busy to ever replace me in anything.
Oh my God, Brian called me last night. Did I tell you that?
You did not tell me Brian called you.
Somebody...
Was he gawking at a naked hockey team there?
Is that a field hockey team? I thought...
It appears to be.
I didn't know dudes played field hockey.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, that's cool. No, he was working at the Riviera. I was offered this gig so long ago. Remember Lindsey Buckingham?
Yes.
And I just filed paperwork for disability, so I can't work. And he called me, somebody bailed, couldn't, like, get in from the falls or some shit like that. And he called me to see if I wanted to work the out. And I, of course, wanted to.
Right.
And I actually felt okay. I was like, damn it. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm disabled. Like, I can't be working unless it's in my own kitchen at my own pace.
Right.
Like, I know that if I had gone in, I would not even be sitting in this chair today.
I'm sure.
You know, I'd be sleeping still. So, but it would have felt so good. Especially because it was Lindsey Buckingham, who I fucking love.
Right.
But, you know, I was really grateful that he thought of me and tried, because it was worth a try. But I just hope it wasn't too hard because they were shorthanded, because at the Riv, even if you're overstaffed, you still feel shorthanded just because it's I don't know, it's just like the workflow. It's not like anyone's doing anything wrong. It's just the workflow feels like you're not doing enough. I don't know. It's not as hectic as like a rock venue, like a typical rock venue. You know, it's a classier place. Everyone keeps better mannerisms and shit like that. I didn't really fit there.
Right. My mom goes there a lot.
Well, she lives near there.
She does. She
And-
went and she saw the Beach Boys there a few months back. She went and she saw a Buddy Holly tribute artist.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, she went and, my stepdad's like, well, we should just go see Buddy Holly. And it's like, you kind of can't do that, dude. Like,
Did he mean the movie?
no, I think he meant the artist. Like, he'd rather...
He doesn't know?
I think...
Did you have to tell him?
No, I think what he meant was he'd rather see Buddy Holly than a tribute act. Just like my mom keeps telling me I should go see, like, a Pink Floyd tribute act, right? And I'm like, but I'd rather see Pink Floyd. Yeah,
when Pink Floyd is actually an option.
Which they are not, because they've stopped touring.
No, but individual members of Pink Floyd are an
And
option.
I did see Roger Waters last year, so thanks to Brian.
Yes.
Guy got musical notes tattooed on his leg there.
I know, I kind of like that tattoo. I wonder what song it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or if it's just nonsense notes, because that would be silly.
Yeah, it would be silly.
I planned to get some music notes tattooed on me, but now my plans have shifted. That was a long, long time ago that I had that idea. I was gonna get Unchained Melody because that's my mom's favorite song.
So I was telling you when we were at that last Sabres game, I was saying, they sometimes do a blood drive where you can donate blood and you get a pair of Sabres tickets.
Right.
And you were saying that, I'm not going to be able to do it because, my sister and I are getting matching tattoos.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, cool, and I'm not going to do it because I've never done it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do it by myself.
Right.
So it's next week that they're doing this. And so I was like, okay, you haven't gotten your tattoo yet. I think, if I go with you, I'll be fine.
Right.
Let's go do this. And then literally every single time was already booked.
I know, but you know what? That's a good problem.
It is a good problem. Doesn't get me free Sabres tickets, but it's a good problem.
I mean, if we wanted, we could go sit there and wait in the waiting room and see if anybody doesn't show up and take their spot.
I suppose.
But I don't know that we have a whole day to spare like that.
Right. I'll just, buy Sabres tickets.
Buy Sabres tickets because you have a job.
I might have to buy them through the box office. It might be cheaper than the resale market at this point.
It's true.
All you damn bandwagoners. Where the fuck were you last season?
I started last season.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
well, I'm not like super into the Sabres. I just appreciate the games.
Right,
stuff.
you're not on there posting about the Sabres during every game.
I'm really not.
So
I am pretty excited that they're doing well. It's nice when good things come out of Buffalo.
Sure, but you're not like acting like you're a huge Sabres fan.
No.
I'm talking about the people who are all like, "Oh, the Sabres are fucking awesome," and like, yeah, why weren't you posting about them last season or going to the games last season?
Yeah.
Like, and this doesn't apply to Mark because I know Mark is going to his first Sabres game.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I'm not sure. He did tell me.
That's awesome, Mark.
Yeah.
I hope it's super fun.
So yeah, I'm excited for him to be able to go.
Yeah.
And the first live hockey game in many moons, he says, will be December 18th at KeyBank Center where we're playing the Florida Panthers. And then he asks if they have ice in Florida and if they play with palm tree branches. I mean, what they don't have in Florida are hockey fans.
Unless they're like living there, moved from up here.
Well, and this is true. I'm saying if you go to a Florida Panthers game, the Panthers play in Sunrise, Florida. If you go to a Florida Panthers game any other time than when they're playing Buffalo, there is like nobody there. When they play Buffalo, they get a pretty packed house, but everybody's wearing Sabres gear and,
when I went, excuse me, why am I so gassy? When I went to college, it was in Orlando, and I couldn't believe how many Sabres fans I would see in the Orlando area, in the airport, in school even.
Yeah.
If you were from the Buffalo area, like I met some people from Rochester and shit like that, you had Sabres gear and you were rocking it.
So the other team in Florida is the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are who are one of the teams we're battling for first place with at the moment. And there was a time, and I don't know if this is so much true now that they're actually doing well as well, but there was a time where if you flipped on a game between the Sabres and the Lightning that was in Tampa Bay, the Sabres were the fans were the vocal majority of the crowd, where they're chanting "Let's go Buffalo" and they're doing that stupid Bills shout song for whatever fucking ungodly reason.
Why?
You got your fucking sports mixed up. That's why.
Yeah.
Don't put that Bills stink on our Sabres. All right.
Well, the Bills are doing okay right now too.
Ooh, they won two games.
They won like a couple games.
They won 2 games in a row, and they're in the hunt. My mom said to me on Thanksgiving, she said, "Oh yeah, I saw on TV. They said the Bills aren't mathematically out of the playoffs yet. They still mathematically have a chance to get in." I said, "Mom, you know what that means, right?" She said, "What does that mean?" I said, "That means they have a chance to get in if they win all the rest of their games and like a whole shit ton of other shit happens." Like it is highly like once they start saying you're mathematically still have a chance, you mathematically still have a chance to be in. Mm-hmm. That just means you're pretty fucked.
Like technically you do, but if you're perfect from here on out.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, mathematically, the Los Angeles Kings right now still have a shot at the NHL playoffs, but it ain't gonna happen.
I don't know if you're right or wrong.
And believe me, if I'm wrong at the end of regular season, somebody will be like, "Hey, didn't you say the Kings weren't gonna make the fucking playoffs?" Like, they're sitting in last place with like 15 fucking points or something. I don't know why I'm guessing when I have the standings literally right here.
Next window.
19 points they have. So literally last place, tied with, my St. Louis Blues. Oh, well,
Those are just numbers to me. That doesn't mean shit.
I'll still have one team in the playoffs at least.
I didn't even know you were into another team.
I own a St. Louis Blues jersey.
Yeah.
You just never see me wear it because I only wear it when the Sabres aren't playing. I'll wear it. And I didn't wear it in the playoffs last year because the Blues didn't make the playoffs either. So.
Oh. Okay.
But then if I click on league here, let's see here. Who's number 1 in the NHL? Look, it's Buffalo.
I didn't know that.
Unless Toronto wins tonight against San Jose. So we're rooting for San Jose tonight after rooting against them last night.
How funny. Sports are confusing. It's too much competition. That's why I like music. Like, we lift each other up instead of competing with each other. You know?
Sure.
Or, like, that's how it should be.
I mean, and then the All-WNY Awards have to come and fuck that all up. January 19th at Evening Star.
But at the same time, that's just an excuse for us to get together and appreciate each other.
Sure.
No one's actually, I mean, I can't say that, but I don't think that people are actually, like, competitive and, like, nasty about it.
Oh, no, I better win Best Fucking Podcast. All right? If I didn't win Best Podcast, I'm going to find out who all voted for that other fucking show, and I'm going to beat the shit out of every single one of them. I'm really not going to do that.
You can't talk like that this day and age.
I'm really not going to. That's why I said I'm not really going to do it. So then when I do it, I'm not a suspect.
So I picked a title for our Wu-Tang Mad Libs. It's What Does Wu-Tang Really Stand For?
Uh-huh.
So you guys keep an eye out for the page.
Sure. So we did our Grammar Nazis Justified. We did that last week.
Yes. Or was it last week?
It was a couple weeks ago, yeah. That's right, because you were here for that episode, and that was the episode before the break.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving. And so there were 41 votes, and the majority went to, yes, grammar Nazis are justified.
That's funny.
So when I correct your spelling, you can blame the 20-some-odd people who voted for that. 63% said yes, 37% said no, So it is a 26-16 score.
Well, that's fun.
And we had somebody had jumped in, and it was our buddy Ashton had jumped in, and he voted no, and then Dewey and I jumped in and corrected
all of his grammar.
His grammar.
Excellent.
And he can't even be mad because he's friends with me and he loves Wyatt Coyne. So I highly doubt Corey Comments won the All WNY Best Podcast.
I mean, it's possible.
I suppose it's possible. But I mean, who's voting for a show that only airs for 10 minutes?
I don't know.
I love Corey. He's a good kid.
I've never met Corey.
I only met him the one time, but he's a good kid.
Yeah.
So Strange Standard.
Yeah.
They're playing at Mr. Goodbar. Saturday. Yeah. 8 p.m. You should be there.
Yeah.
And then they're at the Hilltop Inn and Grove in Alden the following Saturday.
Oh, that's nice. And
then they're at the Tudor Lounge on January 26th.
Cool.
And this is a song by them. And it's called Super on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show. Strange Standard, All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
I really like them.
I really like them too, especially when I found out that they're actually friends of mine.
Really?
Yeah, that's I believe that's they were on that show we had.
They were on the
Days Ago and
the Nietzsche's show.
Yeah, with Days Ago and somebody else was on that show.
I can't think of who it was either.
I'm drawing a blank. But yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. I like them. It's not my usual as of late, but it's definitely something I can get down on.
So Laura wanted Scott to fire us, and Scott said, it's usually a 2-hour show. They have 60 minutes left until I fire them for another week. She said, can you fire Joe now? He says, well, no, I need him to do the ThinkSoJoe Show. I can fire him after, then rehire him next Wednesday. Same as every week.
Sounds good to me.
This is about my 18th time being, probably, I have no idea how many episodes we've done of this show. We'll find out. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been fired 135 times now.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That means you've been hired 134, right?
Yeah,
No,
135.
136.
Well, 135. I get hired. Well, yeah, 136 because I get hired before every episode.
Okay, cool. Hey, speaking of all WNY things, I did a thing.
Oh?
I made two-of-a-kind patch for me and Cam from Of Night and Light.
You did.
It turned out pretty neat.
It did.
I can't wait to see Cam and give him his.
And then Nick Lucido from XM Priory was like, dude, how much does it cost to make a T-shirt with vinyl? And how long does it take? And this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, okay, dude, here. This is all the information you need. You know? Like, this is how long it takes me. I need to buy a heat press.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily I was just making a little patch, so the iron was plenty.
She says your cookies would look good on people's shelves. I don't understand.
Huh.
They look good in my belly.
I'd have to cut you open and see. But you know what? I don't have a knife, so I would use a fork.
I know you would.
Yeah. It would not be a messy, or it would not be a clean wound.
It would not. It never is.
You'd be like pulled pork.
Yeah, it never is a clean wound with you. You're always stabbing me with forks.
Forks, I mean, at least it's not a spoon.
Yeah, at least all the pencils and other pointy things are on this side of the desk.
Well, none of those pencils are sharpened.
No, you're right. The one that is sharpened doesn't have a point.
Yeah, I can't do much damage with those.
I have these pens.
Ink poisoning. There you go.
This one probably sounds better.
They both sound all right.
Yeah.
They both. Oh, can I have this stress ball?
Yes, you can use the stress ball.
I mean, it's not a ball. It's candy corn.
It's a stress candy corn.
I feel like the paint is wearing off the candy corn. We must have used it.
Yeah, I like that thing.
It's pretty cool.
It like, no matter how badly I like crush this thing, it just calmly like goes back into its proper shape.
It does. I guess it is kind of calm about it, aren't you, little guy? It's got a face. I can talk to it. It's fine. I'm not crazy. Not for that.
No, you're not crazy. Not at all.
Hey. I have paperwork.
This is true. This is true. Hallmark movies in 5 words is trending. That's probably a...
Oh, this sounds good.
Might be a Tonight Show thing, though, so I don't want to steal it from... Maybe it's not. I don't know. She's an angel or something, says at MJ McKean, who is Michael McKean. He's a flotation... He's verified on Twitter. He's a flotation device, apparently.
He is a flotation device.
That's what his thing says there. Knows the ending, watches anywhere. Anyway, says end formulary on hashtag Hallmark movies in 5 words. Save family business, find love. And there's a picture of Will Ferrell in Elf.
Elf is my favorite Christmas movie.
I'm aware.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
Oh.
1.
Oh.
Actually,
Obviously.
I kind of like Gremlins.
Gremlins is good too.
I like the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Uh-huh.
You will not get me to watch that Jim Carrey crap.
It's scary. I can't watch it. Jim Carrey scares me.
And I don't know, the new one looks like it might be actually pretty good. There's a new CGI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks from the trailer. It looked entertaining.
Cool.
I wouldn't go see it, but I'd.
The thing is, we already know the story.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you got to pad it out to feature film length. It was hard enough for them to pad it out to 30 minutes for the for the original.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so but I would so I'd be interested in at least watching it once. I mean, I did see the original once, not the original, but the Jim Carrey one. I saw that once.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Momsen grew up and was in the Pretty Reckless. So, yeah.
Yeah. So is it...
Cindy Lou Who became one of my favorite musicians. Well, singers anyway.
We need to find a new seasonal stress ball toy because the candy corn needs to go away until next Halloween. So somebody get us a Jingle Bell stress ball.
I'm still bummed that the bell from your dress from last year doesn't have a thing in it anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? I have Jingle Bells all over the place.
And I got this. I got this.
Trust bolt. You sound like the Salvation Army guy.
I'm just gonna do this the whole rest of the show now.
I quit.
Yeah, do the whole rest of the show until you throw money in a red bucket somewhere.
You gotta just randomly like look at your cell phone and then randomly look up and go, God bless you. That's what the woman at Tops does. She goes, God bless you. She's got this accent. I don't know where the fuck she's from, but she's got an accent, and all she can seem to say in English is God bless you. And she rings the bell while she sits on her phone.
Great.
Yeah. She's doing her community service.
I guess. Is that what that is? They're doing community service and not volunteering?
In some cases. Yes.
Yeah, because those are the people I want to trust with money.
Exactly.
That's why they got the big locks now on top of the...
Probably.
Yeah.
And so the sticky bandits don't steal.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's great, Mob. You break out of prison and you steal 14 cents from a Santa Claus? See, I like the quotable Home Alone movies. You know, the ones people have seen.
Yeah.
And would actually get the references.
Yeah. Is Macaulay Culkin in the fifth one?
No.
Who plays the child?
Who cares? Laura plays the child.
Laura.
For all I know.
That would be cool. If we could say, like, we know her.
Home Alone 5.
There we go.
All right, we're Home Alone, The Holiday Heist. It's not even, also known as Home Alone 5. And it's...
Why do they have him doing the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone Scream thing on the cover? Like, leave that in the first movie.
That's like, even the box art is, like, not appealing. It's like...
No, it's bad.
Like, if anybody's doing that on box art, it needs to be Macaulay Culkin, or I ain't buying the fucking movie.
Yeah. They've given up.
Maybe Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
So like when they do those like special releases with the Deadpool covers.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't buy it because I own Home Alone 1 and 2 on DVD and digital and Blu-ray. I don't own them on DVD. I used to own them on DVD.
Oh.
But yeah. So I have no idea who these characters are, so I have no idea which one is the kid.
Probably the first one mentioned.
A 10-year-old Finn Baxter is played by Christian Martin.
Yeah, he had a budding career, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's such a huge star. He doesn't have a Wikipedia entry.
Does he have an IMDb?
Probably. IMDb, and we're looking for Chris. Who spells Martin with a Y?
That guy.
Apparently so. Okay. He's got an IMDb.
Okay. Oh, look at what he grew up to be. He looks like one of the guys from Home Improvement. He looks like the blonde brother.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a child actor and you don't grow up to look like a complete drugged out asshole like Macaulay Culkin does, were you ever really a child actor?
No, you were just playing dress up.
So
what's his what's he got? What's he in?
He's in a bunch of TV shows and not even in like full series.
Like he was cameos.
Like he's just got cameo. Oh, we'll start at the bottom. Let's see. Too Late to Say Goodbye TV movie. Something called Snowmen.
I've seen that porno.
Yeah. He was in 2 episodes of 13, the series. He was in Citizen Gangster, Exit Humanity, John A., Birth of a Country TV movie, The Adventures of Chuck and Friends TV series.
These sound pretty lame.
He was in a bunch of episodes of Franklin and Friends.
Is that the turtle?
Yeah, I think he played a rabbit or something.
No, like Franklin is the turtle, right?
Right.
Okay, like the children's show.
Yeah. He was in Home Alone, The Holiday Heist, which was a TV movie. She's trying to get us to watch a TV movie.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. What the hell?
I make TV movies. I don't watch them.
Yeah, right. Nobody wants to see a TV movie. He was in Monster Math Squad TV series.
Oh my god, that sounds so lame.
Be My Valentine TV movie, Wild Kratts TV series. He was on Breakout? Is that the show with the... No, that's Wipeout. What the hell is Breakout?
I don't know. I watch less TV than you do.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, nothing very interesting. He's currently in a TV series. It looks like
TV movies and like TV appearances.
Yeah.
So good job. Good job, dude.
Yeah. TV movie. Nobody.
Wait, he was born in 2000. How fucking old are we?
Yeah, older than him.
Older than him by like 20 years.
Kid wasn't even born when Home Alone came out.
I know. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, this is just awful. They filmed it in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Because that's a high in demand location. Actually, Canada is pretty nice to film in, I guess.
Trivia. This is the only Home Alone sequel to actually repeat the idea of slippery ice as one of the traps.
See more.
Okay.
There's so much trivia.
Like Home Alone 3 in 1997, also doesn't count, this one doesn't have Kevin McAllister as the main character. Also, like Home Alone 4 in 2002, also doesn't count, the main character's not left home alone, but with his older sibling. Now, where's the fun in that?
You know, I can't imagine being attacked by robbers without Allison there to take care of shit, though. Like, I would just, like, go feral and attack, and she would be like, logic, reasoning, traps, and, you know, call a grown-up for help.
It is the first film in the loosely connected Home Alone franchise to not include a setting in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah. In this film, there's no mention of the McAllisters nor the Pruitts who appeared in the first 3 films.
Huh. So, you know what we haven't talked about is Home Alone 4. Oh, no, it's right there.
We did mention Home Alone 4.
We did. Never mind.
And it's trying to justify its existence because Debbie Mazar previously appeared with Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, and Pesci played Harry in the first 2 films. Like, that's your connection to the first 2 films?
That's a far reach.
Yeah. connections. Let's see. Follows Home Alone's 1 through 4, references Ghostbusters and 24. It's referenced in The Critic, who reviews the formerly faux Home Alone 5. So in the first episode of The Critic in 1995, he makes fun of Home Alone by referencing Home Alone 5, which didn't exist for another 2 decades. Well, decade or so, you know.
How funny.
Yeah, it's this just doesn't look at all interesting.
It doesn't even look like a professional, like, I don't know. It kind of looks like somebody just threw it together, like, oh, we gotta mention Home Alone 5.
I mean, there's not even quotes from the movie. Like, that's how lame this movie is. Right? Like, all good movies have, like, quotes in their IMDb profile.
Do they?
Don't they?
I don't know. I don't spend that much time on IMDb.
Neither do I, because I don't watch movies.
And actually, when I am on IMDb, I'm looking at my friends, the crew members, and not the actors. I'm on IMDb. Like, I don't have my own page, but I'm mentioned there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the movie I was in to come out.
It'll happen.
I'm waiting.
It'll happen.
Then maybe I could get my own IMDb page for my mute character in that film. See, like, Home Alone 1 has quotes, right?
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, Kevin McAllister, after unintentionally stealing a toothbrush, I'm a criminal. I mean, it's not like UHF, where you can go to a show and people just break out in quotes. Like they did at the Of Night and Lights tour kickoff.
Oh.
Yeah, that was me and the dudes from Shambles, and I think probably somebody from Of Night and Light were all spewing off quotes from UHF.
Oh, it was probably just nonsense to me.
Probably. And there's like no alternative versions of that movie. This, in Home Alone 1, television airings edited the following. Kevin saying that Fuller will pee all over him after explaining to Kate that Fuller wets the bed. Kevin calling Harry and Marv horse's ass when everyone glares at Kevin after the dinner accident. The second scene with Peter and Buzz looking at him was removed. And they censor ass in the television version apparently too.
Oh, I guess you had to back then, huh?
I guess. You know, because that's a real movie. It came out in the 90s. All real movies came out in the 90s.
Or 80s.
90s. Well, I guess UHF came out in the 80s.
Did it?
Yeah. And then there was, of course, Transformers, the movie, came out in the 80s.
Did it?
That was, yeah.
I don't think I saw it. I think I've seen one out of all of the Transformers movies.
No, there is only one Transformers movie.
You know what I'm saying.
You're talking about that Michael Bay crap.
Yeah.
I saw an ad for the new one the other day. It's a Bumblebee standalone movie, right? And I'm like watching this, and I tweeted, I said, how can we make this Transformers franchise worse? Well, let's do a Bumblebee standalone pick. Hey, that doesn't sound so bad, with John Cena starring in it.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
John Cena makes me mad.
I mean, like, it was bad enough they had Mark Wahlberg in the Transformers movies, but now you got to get fake Marky Mark to be in the Transformers movies? Like, come on. What's with these casting directors these days? No wonder movies suck.
I know.
But on the bright side, at least Bumblebee is a Volkswagen Bug in this one.
Okay.
So they got something right.
Okay.
Give you some credit for your terrible movie franchise. Only good thing about the first movie was Megan Fox was in it.
I guess.
Well, the rest of the movie was terrible.
I don't feel like I paid attention.
And then that second one, oh man, that was just terrible.
I don't think I saw the second one. I think I only saw the first one.
I saw the second one, and then I said, the only way you're ever going to get me to watch these movies is if you pay me to watch them. And then I got them all for free, and I still haven't watched them.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my check from Michael Bay to actually sit down and watch them.
Right.
They're terrible.
How much would you charge?
Well, let's see. The movies are about 2 hours each, so I don't know, like $500 each.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
Scott's not forcing me to watch anything.
Maybe if she said please instead of demanding.
Yeah, right. But still, he's not forcing me to watch no fucking Home Alone TV movie.
TV movies.
Is Valerie Burton Ernie in it?
What?
Nothing. Home Alone, a Family Guy reference.
Oh. What's that picture right there?
What picture?
That the thing's on right now. No, below it.
That?
No. That.
That's my...
Oh, I thought it was like knife hands.
Nope.
But it's paintbrushes.
It is paintbrushes.
That's funny. It looks like knife hands. I thought you were being like scary.
Nope.
In that picture.
Being artsy. Which artsy me is scary. You ever see any of the paintings I've done?
Yes.
Oh man, those are terrible.
We have one in the living room I like.
We have a bunch in the living room, but you only like the one, I guess.
No, I like the other ones, but there's the one that I really like. The one that's like abstract.
Yeah.
I really, really like that.
The one I should sell at Music is Art next year.
Yeah. No, leave it in my living room.
Well, I should make like a bunch of different ones and sell them at Music is Art because apparently that's what qualifies for art is just throwing paint at a canvas.
It looks cool though.
Yeah. But I saw like the similar style of art at Music is Art. I'm like, man, I could have been here.
Yeah.
Instead of spending $50, I could have made $50. $50 well spent.
Yes.
You know, I've got 3 Weird Al Yankovic albums.
Yes.
Yeah. I went on a vinyl buying spree.
Yeah, got a couple new ones.
Since the last show, I ended up with 3 new vinyl. I got Pink Floyd's The Wall, finally.
Yeah.
Hall & Oates, Rock and Soul Part 1.
Yeah.
And
I just think it's funny that you listen to Hall & Oates.
And I got the On the Cinder album there.
I'm most excited about that one. I listened to it several times.
Yeah, they got a couple of different, like, they have the same album, it's just a couple of different pressings. They have a blue one, which we got. Mm-hmm. They also have a pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And they thanks to On the Cinder, by the way, they hooked both of us up with t-shirts.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was really nice.
They really did not have to do that, but that was really nice of them. And we're very thankful for that.
Yes. I can't wait to wear mine. I haven't worn it yet. I'm waiting for the right opportunity.
I wore mine under my shirt to Thanksgiving.
Did you?
Under my dress shirt that I wore to my mom's house. Yeah.
Yes.
And my mom was texting me and she was telling me that they were eating cookies the next day, like 2 days later for lunch.
I sent so many cookies.
Oh yeah, you sent it entirely.
I thought it was going to be a whole family dinner, and it was 3 people.
Right.
I was expecting like 7.
No, it was just gonna be you and me and my parents, and you weren't feeling well, so you
I know,
didn't make
this happens all the time. Sorry.
Well, we'll make up for it at some point. We'll get over to my parents.
Cookies.
Then we had dinner with your parents on Sunday, and then we went to Stamps, and then I left and went to work.
Yes.
It's funny because we're with Greg Burt. And he's like, yeah, I got to leave at 9:30 and go to work. I said, you got to leave at 9:30 and go to work? He said, yeah. I said, hey, I have to leave at 9:30 and go to work. So Greg packs up his stuff. He gets all ready to go. He says goodbye to everybody. And then I grab my phone out of my pocket and I'm like, oh, hey, goodbye, everybody. I got to go too. Because your mom came to get me and drove me to work and picked me up the next day.
Yeah, my mom loves you.
Much nicer than having to ride the bus all the way to Niagara Falls.
I know. That's like from here to Niagara Falls, like that is a rough ride. And then having to work and then come back.
Yeah.
I can't. No.
They wanted me to work Monday and Tuesday this week, and I'm like, no.
No. You didn't have time.
I really didn't. I was, I'm not going to sacrifice a $500 book for, a $200 sit behind a desk and do nothing.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
No.
So it was like, no, I really can't. I got this audio book, and, I wonder if Scott worked it. I don't know if Scott might have worked it.
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the time.
It is that time. Yay.
It's time for music.
It is time for music in front of a live studio audience.
This is, they're playing tomorrow night, an acoustic set. Yeah.
It's Cardboard Homestead.
Stamps.
They're playing at Stamps
Free.
tomorrow. For free.
Thanksgiving, bring food.
For Thanksgiving and bring food.
Anything else?
I was going to ask you the same thing. All right, this is Cardboard Homestead, and this song is called We Didn't Want This on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
Finally. Cool, now I'm drunk a little.
Those are actual quotes from an actual Cardboard Homestead show, I'm sure. That's a fun album if you guys haven't checked it out yet. Cardboard Homestead live in front of a studio, live in front of a studio audience.
There you go. You got it out.
Easy for me to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I freaking love them.
Yeah, me too. They're good guys.
They're good dudes, and I really like seeing them perform.
Sure. It'll be exciting to see them tomorrow night at Stamps.
Yes.
Stamps.
For free.
Stamps.
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 Stamps. Hey, how much do stamps cost nowadays to mail a letter?
I think like 50 cents.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yes, Stamps. which means it is cheaper to get into Stamps tomorrow night than it is to mail something to Stamps. Stamps is a really fun place.
It is.
We always have a great time at Stamps.
Yeah, they have a really good staff there.
They do.
I like them.
Me too.
Yes.
They're good people.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, they've got awesome door people. They've got awesome sound people. They've got awesome bartenders.
They really do.
We always make a mess there.
Yeah, we do.
At our shows.
It's true.
We're respectful at other people's shows, but when we throw shows there, it's a mess.
Yep. At least we don't bring the confetti cannon.
Yet.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be like that Dreadneck show we had last week at Tudor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that was a mess.
I can't believe I fucking missed the Dreadnecks again.
Well, apparently we've got another chance to see them. They've got another show coming up locally. And I will find out what that is in just a moment here. But they do have a show coming up at the Rock and Buffalo, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
Nuclear Winter is on that show. That's not it. I don't think. I don't know. They have a show coming up at
Rock and Buffalo.
Rock and Buffalo. This is not it.
No. I don't know.
Well, I know they're playing with Nuclear Winter. I know it's at the Rock and Buffalo. And we'll find out what the hell it is and tell you about it, I guess. Oh, there it is. It's the Impurity.
Oh, yes, the Impure Fest.
Impure Fest, Saturday, December 1st. Which means,
that's going to be really good.
Yeah, which means I won't be there. That's this Saturday, as a matter of fact. The Impurity, Nuclear Winter, and the Dreadnecks with an acoustic performance by Brendan Delbert and Jeff Young.
Awesome.
And Elder Crow Shop with Josh Klein. Open all night to tend to your astrological and spiritual needs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, that's Saturday night, 7 p.m. doors, 8 p.m. music, 21 plus, with ID, of course, and a $10 cover.
That's not even bad.
Well worth it.
Yeah. I've never been to the Rock and Buffalo, though.
I've played the Rock and Buffalo before it was known as the Rock and Buffalo.
What was it?
At that time, it was called Chuggers.
Chuggers, what a great name.
It was, and that place was fucking awful to play at back then.
Really?
Now, like, if I was in a band, I would love to play there.
Really?
Like, they have one of the best sound guys in the area.
Oh, do you know who?
Joe Tall.
I don't know him.
I think that's the guy's name. Anyway, but they have one of the best sound guys in the area. They really, like, the place is way better laid out and everything than when we played there.
Yeah.
But, you know, back then they had, like, cords running across the floor and shit. Like,
oh, wow, I can't imagine.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, my God, I would have the venue
It was
shut
terrible.
down.
The sound guy they had back then really sucked. So, like, when I went back there, and the first time I went back there after I had played there was the Rock and Buffalo, and I saw the Dreadnecks for the first time.
Oh, really?
And I met their sound guy, and you know, we were there kind of half promoting. Well, I was part of the promotional team for the show, I guess, and you know, it was wow, what a difference between when it was Chuggers and now that it's the Rock and Buffalo.
Yeah.
So kudos to Mike for everything he's done for the Rock and Buffalo and making it what it is now, and
awesome.
a great venue for shows. And I got to see I saw Nuclear Winter there for the first time, as a matter of fact. When they did the Long Cold Dark X show.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a great venue for music. The sound guy is phenomenal there.
That's really good.
Yeah, I recommend going if you're able to. I'm unable to, but if you can make it to this Impure Fest on Saturday, I suggest going to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
You probably need me here.
Yeah, it would help.
Just because of your workload. I know you're a little behind from the... And
yeah, and
I know that Madison likes to eat food that isn't spaghetti.
And didn't I tell you that's exactly what was going to happen? Was like as soon as I agreed to work those days, like I'm going to get a book.
Yeah, you did. You said every time I have to work, I get a book.
And sure enough, I got a book. And it's like, yep. And of course, every time I get a book, I also get a shit ton of other work on top of the book.
Yep. It's all or nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a crazy week I just had.
But you know what? We should figure out some cool stuff that we can do on your breaks with Madison. Maybe I'll decorate cookies with her or something.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of something to do.
I'm sure you guys will.
Maybe we can clean her room.
Maybe. Is her room a mess again?
No, it's not that it's a mess again. It's that it's a mess still because there's still stuff that I don't know if it's trash to her.
Right.
And if it's trash to her, like I want to get it out of there and let her have her room.
Right.
But I don't want to throw anything. I don't want to assume anything. If I was 14 years old and some woman just started throwing my shit out, I would be furious.
And you know what happens when you assume.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Yes.
Yes. But I don't know. Maybe we'll make more drums for Robert.
Maybe.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I have an oatmeal container I can use.
Madison used to have drums when she was a kid.
Like an actual little drum set, though. This is.
You're making this one.
I'm making. Oh my God, you guys! I'm making a drum set.
And you are likely doing this to drive his father crazy.
Well, see, I figure at least one day it's going to drive my mother crazy because he is going to get the gifts at my mother's house.
Yeah.
And then he's going to play with the gifts at my mother's house. And then my mother is going to send them the fuck home. So she gets it for one day, and then they can throw them in the fucking fire for all I care.
Scott tells Laura, get over here and make me. Yeah. He told her to get over there and make me watch Home Alone 5. I have no intent of ever seeing a TV movie. A TV movie. Any TV movies past the 60s are not worth watching.
I don't know, the 90s, though.
Name me a TV movie from the 90s.
Well, it wasn't the 90s, it was the early 2000s when Cinderella was redone with Brandy and Whitney Houston. That was a made-for-TV movie, and it was really, really good.
The only TV movies I want to watch are Dr. Seuss movies.
That's reasonable.
And like the Peanuts specials, I guess.
Oh my God, the Peanuts specials. You know how I just looked down expecting to see my Halloween Snoopy.
You're not wearing those right now.
I'm not wearing. I wore those last night, but I got dressed today.
I guess like the Peanuts specials are okay, and maybe the Muppets.
Oh, the Muppets. Heck yes.
Anything with the Muppets.
But see, the thing is, like the Muppets, their movies are on TV for seasonal stuff, but they weren't made for TV.
Right.
So it's like different.
Right. You know, the Muppets had a series a couple of years ago that was actually pretty funny, but I don't think it lasted more than a season.
That's a shame.
It really was. It was actually pretty funny. I think people were so upset because Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up, and Kermit had a new girlfriend.
You know what? I think I saw some of that.
Kermit's new girlfriend's name was Denise, and she was also a pig. It was a very I thought it was a very entertaining show. Let me see. Muppets TV show. There was a few shows I was watching at that time that didn't last very long. One was The Muppets, and the other was Best Time Ever with Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh my God, yes.
Right? That was such a good show.
I watched one episode.
I watched the entire season, the entire series, and it was just like, this is such a good show. Why did they cancel this show? Like, yeah, the Muppets lasted one season as well. It was 16 episodes they had. So I don't know if it was just people were like really upset that Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up or what, but like, I mean, she was really abusive to him all those years, guys. Like seriously, if you're in a relationship and you're staying, it's just like that. Like, Your friends are Dallas Cowboy fans. They don't scare anybody. But, I mean, like, yeah, if you're in an abusive relationship like that for, 50 years or whatever, however long the Muppets have been around, like, yeah, good for Kermit.
I know.
Getting away from that abusive Miss Piggy and finding Denise, who treated him well.
Did she treat him well?
She treated him well, from what I recall.
Okay. Good for Kermit.
Yeah, good for Kermit.
We'll have a party. We can all watch Home Alone 5.
Just don't have the Cowboys fans carry the DVD. They might drop it. Anyway.
I wouldn't get that reference.
The Cowboys suck at hanging on to footballs.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, the Muppets.
I really like. What's your favorite Muppets movie?
I guess a Christmas, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. But to be fair, I don't think I've watched all of them.
I don't think I have either.
What if we did a Joe Knows Jack of that?
Ooh. So did you know that, so like Disney owns the Muppets now, like they have the rights to the Muppets. But did you know that for the 35th, for Disney's 35th anniversary, they did a huge like Disneyland thing, or like Mickey's 35th anniversary, some shit like that. I don't know. But I think it was Disneyland's 35th. But they did this huge thing like all year with all the, Mickey Mouse and all them. And then they were supposed to do for the following year, the Muppets were going to take over Disneyland.
How cool would that be?
And the Muppets were going to, all the Mickeys were going to be replaced with Kermits.
Oh my God, yes.
And, like, all this other stuff, like, they would have Muppet parades every day and all this other stuff. But when Jim Henson died, the family, like, didn't want to go through with all the legal paperwork and everything for it. So it never happened.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Way to half-ass it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for not making me relive my childhood. No, but you know what? The Muppets, Baby Muppets was my favorite.
Muppet Babies? I remember that.
Muppet Babies, yeah. And I just took an online, like a Facebook quiz. Did you see this?
No.
I took a Facebook quiz asking what Muppet character you were.
Yeah?
And I was not at all surprised. I was Gonzo. Because the way I look at it, Gonzo listens to ska. Right. Like, I don't think I've heard Gonzo listen to ska. I'm just telling you, he wears plaid pants and a Hawaiian shirt, and I can't remember. I feel like he wears Chucks, and he's kooky as fuck, and there's no way he doesn't skank dance. Like, yeah, he listens to ska. So yeah, I could see that. I would hang out with Gonzo. I could see myself being, Gonzo or Gonza, whatever. The girl version. I identify more with Statler and Waldorf. Which ones are they? The grumpy old men? Yeah. That's funny as hell. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I sit there and criticize everything from I guess you do, from a little balcony. I guess you do. I just need a balcony. We'll build you one. Yeah. I'll sit in a balcony and do the show. Okay. It'd be like Romeo and Juliet, except I'll be in the balcony and I'll be reciting poetry to you. Right. That's legit. I never saw Arsenic and Old Lace. Like I know my high school put on a play of it, but I never went to it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I just read for the last few days. It was highly entertaining. What is it about? Murderers. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. I'd like to see that play if anybody's doing that play. So that's cool. Yeah. You know what play I would like to see that they actually put on when I was in college, the semester that I studied this play. And because of the person that was like the ingenue role in this play, I didn't want to see her on stage. I fucking hate her. And I couldn't do it. So I didn't go see it. even though I would have gotten extra credit in my English class, whatever, is The Fantastics.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of The Fantastics?
I've heard of The Fantastics.
It's a musical, and it's like, it's a comedy, but it's like semi-serious subject matter that they turn into a comedy. Like, there's a song, like, about rape.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't mean rape as in sexual rape. It means rape as in, like, an abduction and, like, taking advantage of somebody.
Gotcha.
But it's just, like, a really preposterous song. And a lot of times that it's performed, they'll take that song out of it.
Gotcha. I still want to see American Idiot.
Yeah, I want to see that, too, even though I'm not really that into Green Day.
Well, a few years ago, before I met all you guys, right, I saw this flyer for a local production of American Idiot. I saw it on Facebook, and I tagged my best friend, whose favorite band is Green Day. I said, Sean, we got to go to this. It's only like, $25 to go to this. And he's like, yeah, but it's local people, so it's probably not that good. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And then only years later did I realize that those people were Rosie and Billy.
That was at the American Repertory Theater.
And I'm like, man,
I went to that.
And after I saw their production of the Boys' Night Out, Trainwreck, right? After I saw that, I'm like, man, I really wish I would have went to that American Idiot.
Yeah. Well, and then didn't they do a production of American Idiot last season?
No, not last season. They said they're going to do another one, though.
Oh, okay.
Because I had mentioned to Rosie that that exact story where I saw the flyer and I'm like, oh, we should go. And he's like, nah, it's local people. We don't know. And now, now that I've seen what they can do, it's like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should have gone to that. And she said, oh, we're probably going to do another production of it. So
cool.
If they do, I will certainly take the time to go.
Right.
I say that, and I always say that about their plays, but I always somehow don't have the time to go. And it's not like that I don't want to go. It's just I literally just don't have the time to go.
Yeah, I hear ya.
So didn't they do one recently where it was like, man, we should go to this, and then we just couldn't?
Yeah. Shit, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Oh, the Nevermore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That would have been really cool because I am a fan of Poe, but they do stuff.
I have a reading of The Raven on YouTube.
Yeah, it was one of your first voiceovers, wasn't it?
I did it on my own.
Oh.
Yeah. It was because the Bills were playing the Ravens, and I was like, hey, how do I fuck with the people of Buffalo?
You're so funny.
But yeah, once if they do American Idiot, I absolutely 100% have to go. I don't care if Turtle goes or not.
I would like to as well.
Because I know it's it's local people.
It's the best of local people. Go.
It is my favorite people who still live in Niagara Falls. Well, besides Scott Leffler.
Yeah, we like him a little bit.
We do like him.
Yeah.
That's
what we say on the air, at least.
Yeah, I mean, once we get off the air, like, oh, man, you know how painful that was to say? No.
Oh, my God, it burned coming out of my mouth.
For real, though, we're fans of Scott.
I love you, Scott.
Yeah, Scott's a good guy. Scott takes care of us.
Yeah.
Scott's like Dad.
Aw, Dad.
He's like, hey, I know what I'm bored. I'm going to buy a domain. What can I buy? Hey, here's Karina'sCookies.com. Merry Christmas.
He said Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa, yeah. That sounds like Scott.
To be honest, I'm not really sure what Kwanzaa is all about.
Neither do I. Neither am I. I don't know.
We have like a minute and a half left, and we don't have a poll for this week.
You're right, we don't.
We have no contest.
We don't.
Should we wait until next week?
Let's wait until next week.
Okay, guys.
Because throughout this week, we're going to be asking you guys for verbs and adjectives and nouns and proper names and all kinds of fun shit for a Wu-Tang Mad Lib that I'm going to recite next week.
What does Wu-Tang really stand for?
Ooh.
I'm really excited about this. Like, it's taking everything to not sit here and read the excerpts to be like, okay, what fits? Like,
Right.
I want to be surprised.
Right. Yeah, we'll be doing that throughout the week, so stay tuned to our Facebook profiles and the ThinkSoJoe Show, the ThinkSoJoe Facebook page, facebook.com/official ThinkSoJoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how we're going to decide which ones we pick. Maybe it'll just be the first one that is accepted, or maybe it'll be like the one that makes us chuckle the most.
Just use a random number generator just like I did for this last contest.
Oh, that's so much easier than writing all the names on index cards and putting them in a hat.
For sure.
But something about writing things down makes me feel better.
I'm aware.
We need paper.
Always got your notebooks. And,
yeah, we need paper. I'm very low on paper.
All right, well, we'll get you some paper. You know, you might be able to go see Digital Afterlife, and maybe they'll hand out some paper, because
they hand things out.
That's kind of their shtick.
I'm hoping they have more toys this time.
Yeah. And they're playing?
They're playing now.
Oh, that's right.
At Stamps.
Stamps?
Yes.
Stamps.
With Impurity, Yellow Sauce. Wait for tomorrow.
Why? What's tomorrow? Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Oh my fucking God.
Here's Digital Afterlife. This song's called Life Can Be Explained on all WNY Think So Joe Show. We'll see you next week.